Oh, that's not ideal at all, is it?
No.
Is it, Steve?
No.
This time on UK Panda 4x4. John Paul gets stuck. Freddie stalls.
Oh, he stalled it!
Dave forgets to engage the autopilot. And Steve leaves us all for dust at the bottom of the pass.
So it's the 31st of August, which means it's the last day of UK summertime. Tonight, me, Steve, Freddie will be driving two Mark II classic Pandas up from Staffordshire up to the Lake District, where tomorrow we'll be driving the Gatescarth Pass. It's the first time she's been on the road for 3 years. We had an MOT 3 days ago where we failed. I spent a late night replacing the bottoms of ball joints, a tie rod end, to which Freddie was a hero and brought me some spare parts. Took her back the next day and she passed, so we've got a long journey ahead of us. I expect there might be a few breakdowns. We've got plenty of tools, we've got cable ties, gaffer tape, but hopefully we'll get there in one piece. We'll see you up there.
Let's take off.
So what have we got here then, Freddie?
We've got the first breakdown.
First breakdown.
How far into the journey are we?
I think we're 20 minutes into the journey.
Yeah, if not.
We just fixed it.
Oh, we fixed it.
We need to take the pins out.
Is it the slider pins, Steve, do you reckon?
Yeah, take them out.
Yeah.
The spanner's there. No bias, is there?
Ah, we had this problem when we... a bit warm, is that, Fred?
It's a bit warm.
A little bit hot.
You got some water on it?
Do you want some water? So we've got a seized brake, we've got a nice hot brake. Probably something that should have been checked before we started out.
It's not like it's only just been MOT, did it?
No, it's not been off the road for 3 years and been MOT'd in a day. But we've got two very competent engineers here.
Switch to.
Well, I'm not one of them, that's for sure. Water on it.
Oh, we'll have to. Spray it every now and again.
Look at this guy.
You couldn't do this with a Tesla, could you?
No, you wouldn't need to, that's the difference.
Right, wait till the Tesla's 35 years old to be able to do this. You won't be able to do this.
So after 45 minutes of abusive spanner work, an entire can of WD-40 and some long-nosed pliers borrowed from a friendly electrician at McDonald's, we left the service station, got back on the motorway and headed north toward the Lake District. And with that, we'd arrived at the foot of the Gatescarth Pass at Mardale Head car park. For those who aren't aware, Gatescarth Pass is situated in the east of the Lake District at the southern tip of Haweswater Reservoir. So Mardale Head car park itself sits at a fairly moderate 260 metres. As you leave the car park, the pass can be split into two phases. The first phase is a nice steady climb up towards a narrow gauge gate, which is a struggle for anything wider than a Panda. Then there's a series of small hairpins and a very difficult rock step, which then makes it to a plateau in the middle there. The final phase is some pretty serious hairpin bends that you have to do some reverse turns, and you get to the top at about 572 metres, overlooking some incredible views of Longsledale Valley and Sadgill Village. Gatescarth Pass is quite unique as it's got a TRO or a traffic regulation order placed on it, which means that although you can access it, it requires a permit. Ben's done a pretty good job of explaining how you can get access to these permits in one of his previous videos, so just check the link in the description. So after a small break at the car park entrance, we gave the wardens a good flash of what they wanted to see, and then we were on our way up the pass. So, with the rear window inclination leakage gauge telling us it was bloody steep, we'd got to the hardest part of the course. Now the blue and the orange Panda had got over this without an issue and under their own power, so it was up to me. What I've not actually shown you is the amount of time I stalled coming up this hill. The 195 8TR14 tyres which were fitted to this Panda are a bit too big for the 1.28 valve. So if you are going to heavily modify your Panda to put bigger tyres on it, make sure you put the 100 horsepower engine in there too.
So he's struggling there, his gearing isn't low enough, you see. His gearing's just not low enough. And he hasn't got the power to be able to run at low revs. All the other ones have.
It's all about it. A little bit of a coolant leak. After managing to get around the corner. So the valve is super modified. Exhaust is taking it back. Mine with almost standard front suspension.
Yeah, yeah.
Take a look down the hill, it did it. I can
We've just come up it.
As well.
That's what we've just come up.
You think council put a surface on it, won't you?
Yeah, put that back on where the water was stored in the back of there.
What's this? Have we got a breakdown here, Adam, or what?
I've got water. Yes, we've got a breakdown. We've got coolant loss and it's not firing up now.
Oh, that's not ideal at all, is it?
No.
Is it, Steve?
No. Doesn't sound good.
No, that's not good at all.
You've got fuel?
Pump didn't fire then.
Did it not? Turn the ignition on, see if the pump... No, the pump's working.
Yeah, pump's working.
That'll be mechanical originally.
Unfortunately, the ECU is actually right next to the... Unfortunately, the ECU is placed right next to the coolant hoses, so...
Yeah, we may have a... ECU short.
Yeah, oh dear.
It's not an easy thing to...
No, that's not ideal, is it? Right where we are right now.
Yeah,
You know.
not ideal.
Just here. Where?
Probably at about 1400 foot, I would imagine.
Splendid.
So, we found out what the issue is.
It wasn't the coolant leak from the valve which we suspected, which may have got the ECU wet,
That's
which
all.
is why it's firing.
That's all dry.
John Paul decided to sabotage the. I noticed it was loose and give it a little wiggle like that.
Yeah.
So yes,
So that's just come
the
disconnected.
timing sensor was
Yeah.
disconnected.
Yeah. So she'll fire up now then.
Well, theoretically,
Yeah.
yes.
So we're going to find out just in a second, don't we?
Let's try, yeah. Put all the connections on nice and tight beforehand.
Right.
Don't even have to leave the bonnet.
No, shut the bonnet. So confident it's going to start.
So, with Steve absolutely blitzing the second half of the pass, it wasn't going to be long before we were all at the top, enjoying a coffee and discussing amongst ourselves how well we'd driven all the way up.
Do you want us to hang off the back of it with you?
Yeah.
Leave it that way. I think. Yeah. Let's get some more in that gap there, these flat ones, see that? Into that. What's the back corner like now? The far back corner. Alright. Go up more. Yeah. Looks like it'll go. I think you've got to steer across, personally. I think you've got to try and get that
Right hand down.
or else your back end is going to go down like mad.
I don't know whether that one did much for John Paul.
Turn down. Yeah, that's it.
Full beans, JP, full beans. Hey! Keep going. Keep them revs up. Here's your second one. Well done there. Nicely done, team. Let's get the green sit box up. Without doing anything wrong.
What's going on now, Adam?
Just making a minor modification.
What's the issue now?
My plunger keeps dropping. I can't keep controlling my plungers. I've been having to drive with one hand. It keeps dropping down and dropping me into two-wheel drive. So we saw John Paul nearly fall to his death.
Fall off the side, yeah.
I figured I'd best use two hands. That's perfect, that is. Come on, Dave, in your own time. In your own time.
Eventually, we got to the top. With the stragglers bringing up the rear and just a bit of teamwork needed, we had all got there. There was no need to stop, as the cloud had come in and there was no visibility, so we started our way back down. Until eventually, we'd got low enough to be below the clouds, and we were blessed with an incredible view of Longsledale Valley.
Something we'll regret. I love it when you play too hard to get.
was it. With Sadgill Hamlet coming into view at the bottom of the valley, that was the end of our drive on Gatescarth Pass. I can safely say it was one of the best green lanes I've ever experienced in the UK. I can honestly say I was amazed at the capability of John Paul's Blue Panda getting up that hill. And considering the suspension modifications are only minor, it just goes to show how capable these cars are as standard. All of us at UK Panda 4x4 would love to thank the Lake District National Park and the Green Lane Association for all their efforts in keeping this pass open. It's an absolute delight to drive, and without them it wouldn't be possible. Thank you for watching, and join us again on UK Panda 4x4 for more off-roading antics.
Oh, he stalled it! That's the problem with having big wheels.